Guys, welcome back to some more AFK Arena. Today we're over on the pay to win account. We're going to be cleaning out the Misty Valley. Now with the addition of the engraving system, they added 5 new chests in the Misty Valley, guys. So make sure you're making progression. Make sure you're cleaning out the Misty Valley because there is a crazy amount of loot in there now, especially because the engraving system is so difficult to get materials for. So looking here, we only had up to right past the hero rewards. Now they have added 5 new tiers in there, guys. So let's see who we got going on here. We got BJ is here, Edward, Peiko is here, Q is here, George, Levi, Insane is here as well, Sheen, Evil. What is going on today, guys? So we're going to get right into the Misty Valley. I've actually been picking up a crazy amount of elite hero stones. So we do have quite a few of those. Out of the event, I've been going for all red chests. So that's what I'm going to focus on is red chests in there, as well as the poke coins, the resources, as we continue to gain more levels and move into chapter 37. It is very cool to see. I'm doing amazing today. So guys, for the next week, I am going to be on vacation. That is right. The next week, I am going to be on vacation. So I did preload some videos into YouTube, but it is going to be amazing, guys. We rented a place out on the water. It's going to be fun. We got Roan here, Ty as well. Q, Jonathan is here. Have a lot of people in the house today for our Sunday stream. So let's go ahead and get into this. This is a perfect time to ask a lot of questions just because this is relatively easy to get through. It just takes a little bit of time to get through here. But if you're running multiple accounts, it can be pretty difficult. It is pretty time consuming when you are running multiple accounts in here. So this one, we need our light bearers, and then we do need, let's see, we'll just go with a combination of different light bearers in here, and then Eins. Is there any team comp ideas with Morrow? So there's been a couple. Since we've seen Morrow introduced, since we've seen Hodgkin introduced, both of those heroes a lot of players have been using. But it's very cool to see that we have heroes that are being utilized when it goes to the end game, when it starts getting to late game. Cool to see that we have the new heroes actually showing up in formations. Morrow seems really strong with light bearers. So I know him being a light bearer himself. We've seen him really strong running with Rose, running with Rowan, running with a couple different team comps in there. He's done pretty well. I mean, honestly, he's done pretty well for being a relatively new hero, which is good. I don't want them to make a bunch of heroes that we don't utilize, which kind of sucks if you're not using the heroes that are in there. What's going on, Grace? It has been, I do remember you. You used to join the streams quite a bit there. I'm here for all the good action. Let's go. What's going on, Robert? And Sono Rez is here. Holy cow, it has been forever. And look at the little badge right next to Sono Rez. That is so cool looking on here. His little gold badge. And Javid is in here as well. All heroes placed on the back line must be support. All right, so let's drop these guys out. We'll drop a couple support heroes in here. Let's see who we got. We got Taylene to do some damage, and we'll do Rowan in here as well. I'm hoping that's enough support to help the rest of the team up front live for Titus and Screg. Seems like it's not going to be super hard. Have you ever tried Pippa behind a 9 of 9 Namora for Insta Beguile? I do not have Namora at 9 of 9. So as of right now, I do not have Namora completely maxed out. Now, I have heard that a ton of players run Namora because of that instant Beguile ability. When it comes to endgame, she is almost a requirement for a majority of the teams because of that 9 of 9 that she brings. Crowd control, when you start getting to high level deficiencies, are what win battles, guys. It is really the level deficiencies, the crowd control is what wins battles. Tanks, when you start getting to high level deficiency, tanks get absolutely just run over, which is super inefficient unless they have an immunity. They kind of get destroyed, but the crowd control heroes such as Namora with that 9 of 9 works really well. What's going on, Tazdid? And Riza is here as well. I don't like Morrow since he takes away good heroes from stable comps like Rose in the Charizard. It's just really an adjustment, Mary. The big thing is with Morrow, and the way that I look at it is Morrow being released, Mary, it's going to be a significant amount of time till most players have him built. We're talking weeks, possibly even months before that is built. So you can always run the Khazard with Mahira comp. It will work great, just like the God tier comp. You know, a lot of the heroes in the God tier comp, people have broken into other formations, but they still work. The God tier comp will still work, and it still will work very successfully, even with all the team comps changing. The team comps, it's not like, oh, team comp changed, this doesn't work anymore, it's completely broken, it's garbage. Nope, the team comps will still work, and they still do work very successfully. So let's see, in this one we have to do Wilders and nobody dying. So I'm not sure exactly how it's going to work. Athalia is pretty difficult to deal with, but I'm hoping that Ainz just melts. And I love when Kren dies, guys. Such a cool effect on there. Any word yet on the changing for the engraving? No. We have had 0 from the changes to engraving. We haven't heard anything about what's going on. So one piece of information that I do want to share. Many of you know AFK Arena is I believe now it is the 3rd highest grossing game that Lilith has. They have seen similar changes to Warpath. We have seen similar changes to Rise of Kingdoms. A lot of other games that Lilith has went very heavy pay to win. So I don't know what changed in the Lilith community or at the company that went so heavy pay to win. But there's been a lot of backlash from a bunch of different players in a bunch of different games for Lilith that they've did the exact same thing, kind of as Engraving. It's went really pay to win really fast. And a lot of players are not happy about that at all. So as of right now, nothing when it comes to the Engraving that we've seen at this point. What's going on, Jack? Doing well. There's a new guide for 9 of 9 furniture on Reddit. Yeah, I seen that, Reza. The big thing with the 9 of 9 furniture is I looked at the guide this morning, and all the heroes on there are the normal heroes you're going to run for 9 of 9. You have Lucretia on there, you have Ainz on there. A lot of the heroes on there were the exact heroes you're of course going to run with that 9 of 9. I forget the other hero. I think it was Solus. Or Solus, Silas. I thought, there she is. Didn't recognize her with the different uniform on. But ultimately, like I said, with the 9 of 9 guide, a lot of the heroes are the heroes you're going to build, and you're going to build them. You're going to build them regardless. They work exceptionally well with the 9 of 9, just like we were talking with Namora. Still, she's a hero that as you start getting into endgame, most players are doing the 9 of 9 for her, which is awesome. I have more dimensionals than I have gear for. Is the guild store the only way to get the gear? Yes, Levi, it is. You just either have to refresh it, or honestly, the way that I did it, Levi, was I saved my tokens until a dimensional piece was in there. So once I bought a dimensional piece, I saved all of my tokens till I got more dimensional pieces. Because remember, out of AFK rewards, you can get mythic gear, you can get tier 1 mythic gear, you can get tier 2 mythic gear, but the dimensional gear you will not get. It will be completely 0. You're not going to pull any out of there, which is the reason why I saved all of my tokens to pick up the dimensional gear, because that is going to be the only way that you're going to get it. What's going on, Pluto? I've ascended Lucretia, but Alna felt a bit boring. Any other options for stargazing? Honestly, Isaac, if you're looking, Mythic Mahira does really well. Mythic Khazard does really well. Also that's still another place that you're utilizing a lot of those heroes in there that work really well. Athalia works well. Zafriel works well. There's a couple of heroes in there that do exceptionally well when it comes to stargazing, outside of just running the normal Lucretia and Alna. Taylene still does well. Like I said, Taylene might be a little bit farther down the tier list, but still does well. Kren has the best 2 death animations. Yeah, I absolutely love Kren in his when he dies. When he dies in there, it's so cool. Yeah, honestly, just like what Javid said, Ulna is one of the top heroes, guys, when you're looking for her because of the viability in the campaign plus the immunity. She is very important to build. May seem a little boring, like a lot of players do say, but she is one of the absolute top heroes to build, just because from a power perspective, she is awesome. When is your birthday? My birthday was July. So my birthday was right towards the end of July. Right now we're getting ready for back to school, guys. Most of you know I have 2 little ones. They're going back to school in roughly 2 weeks. So we've been doing that. So achieve victory without any tank or support. No tank or support. So a lot of these will drop out some tanks, will drop out some support. This usually works pretty well in the scenarios like this. You know what? We'll go with kind of a hodgepodge. But I'm hoping Iran can take down a couple targets, and Ein's ult is just always broken. I mean, that is the reason, guys, why we have him right now built up within the engraving system. Ein's is still broken. From the day he was released, he was absolutely broken. Is Maro useful for late game? JG, yes, he is. So a lot of heroes have been using Maro. A lot of players have been using Maro. Might not be a core hero in a team, but definitely niche for a couple different formations is what I've been hearing. That there has been a couple people that have used Maro and have used Maro fairly well that people are building, that people want to build. So this one, I think it was Maulers. I think it was 3 Maulers. But we'll see, because I'm fighting Iran in here, guys. He's such a monster to deal with. And what's going on, Jack? We have a brand new Hippo supporter for the channel. Thank you for the support, guys. It really does help out the channel. So it looks like we won that one. Very nice. So picking up, again, 450 Poe coins per battle, guys. We're getting these elite stones. We're getting these rare stones. So we're going to have a ton more food in there and also resources. If you guys haven't noticed, with the events that Lilith has really been pushing out, we have gotten an insane amount of resources, which I don't know if that's kind of what they're countering when it comes to when it comes to the engraving system. But like I said, I'm disappointed. I mean, personally, just from a business perspective, I'm a little disappointed that Lilith did not even address the engraving issues or, you know, the plans that they kind of had in there. I really wish they would have said anything. And that's really what a lot of players have been kind of disappointed with, is they haven't said anything in regards to the engraving system, which right now, guys, we do not have Titus. I do not have Titus. Let's see if we can borrow a Titus on here. I think a lot of players did build out Titus. Roxy, Fear, and we'll go with Altois. One of those are usually on at all times between all 3 of those. But we will continue here through the Misty Valley. Should I make my first Ulna 9 of 9, or is Grez better? Flo, the big thing with that is Ulna is used in the campaign. Ulna is really the place where it really shines and is really used. Grez is used in a lot of different formations, including the Twisted Realm, which is a reason why a lot of players do utilize Grez or do build Grez first, because Ulna does take a lot more. Ulna is going to take a little bit more time, but Ulna is only used really in the campaign, probably PvP as well. But most of the regular formations, things of this nature, I don't see many people running Ulna in comps like here, even when it comes to Voyage of Wonder, when it comes to different aspects of AFK Arena. I don't see Ulna being utilized. I just see Grez being used for a ton. I can't get everything from that. I'm stuck at the end of chapter 35. Just keep going, Brian. Honestly, if you can't get all of the loot in here, it is up for a significant amount of time. So it is up for quite a bit of time. Achieve victory with 5 different faction heroes, which we can do that. I'm hoping by the end we'll have... So let's leave Graveborn in there. We can pick up a Scrag, or we can even just grab an Arthur or even an Albedo. Well, it's got to be different. That's right. We'll go with Lucy. This will be a fun one. What's going on, Abdullah? And Reza is here too. How popular is the merch? Every now and then, it's cool. My goal one day, Mailman, would be to be somewhere and see. So the Furry Hippo merch, if you guys haven't seen it, guys, it's very cool. On the back of it has the entire logo. So I know you can't see it. Main thing with the merch is I wanted to get it in there so I could buy it. I know it's pretty cheesy, but YouTube does it for free. So it's part of YouTube with the merch that we have for the channel. I wanted to buy some of it and I like wearing it. And I get it there. It's the only way I could get my own merch, and it's free, which was cool. What is your thoughts about the Isle of Gold event? It's a very cool event for free resources. Yes, Chris. So with the Isle of Gold, a lot of people hated the Isle of Gold when it came out. By the end of the Isle of Gold event, absolutely everybody loved it, Chris. Everybody loved the Isle of Gold. I think it's something that would be cool to implement. And this is kind of my thought. I think it would be cool to implement it on a guild scale, that you had a much larger battlefield. And let's say every guild you got 1 role per day, and kind of building it up the same way. I think it would be cool to have it permanently as a guild event or as a guild perk. I think it would be cool to see something like that, because I've always stressed for almost 2 years now, I have stressed getting involved with the guilds. They really need to make more stuff in here pertinent to the guilds, to include people working together. I really do love the aspect, and I think that is a big part of what keeps people into games is the community. Just like we have here with my channel, just like I have with Vulcan, the Soviet Gamer, a bunch of other players. It's the community that really keeps the game alive, from Reddit and Discord. If they build that community within the guilds themselves, I think it's going to be much stronger. I feel like they could really do a lot with that when it comes to the guild events working together. I really do. Should I get a copy of Mahira for my Raku team? Taz did. Mahira will work, even being on a lower level, will work really well. The event pushed all basic coin and resource for new players. Yes, absolutely, Chris. I loved it. Upgrade to a pillage and plunder. Yes. Is Mizoth viable? He is, Isaac. Mizoth does require a significant investment. Just found no one on my server has a max out Lucretia. Pico, it is time to build it. It is time for you to build it. Defeat an enemy hero within 10 seconds. If we can get a quick Ainz ult, which we usually can, hoping we'll get the potion here from Rowan. Or we'll just have to go with, I think that might have done it for our 10 seconds there. And I love Ezio. He's another one that I definitely want to build. There we go. We got it. Some of the events are not that good. The new event with the reward chest, yeah, some of them, Chris, are very reward heavy. But honestly, guys, the events give us something to do. I'm not expecting them to kind of give away everything. But I love the events where we can do something, and in turn for our efforts, we get a reward. That's really the big thing that I love, how they work the reward system into what we're already doing. You know, it's not like the Abyssal Expedition where you have to spend hours every single day towards it. I love when they kind of just build it into what we're already doing, which they've done with the current event. If you do your dailies, you get your reward, and that's it. Kill 2 backline enemy heroes first during battle. All right, so this one is always fun, which I know before we've done this with the 5 pull, which we can give it a try. But I know these two are pretty strong to kill right off the bat. But I know we've also done this with Gwen, so we'll have to check it out. Should I stargaze my Lucretia to 1-star so I can grave her or keep her ascendant? Burnout, honestly, I would probably go with building Lucretia. So you really have two options when it comes to building out the heroes. And honestly, when it comes to engraving, either building out Eins, just like we have here, would be either priority number one, or doing the same with Lucretia. I'm going to add another star on her to build her engraving out. Those are really the two main heroes that I would look at building out, just because they're so powerful, guys. They are very, very powerful heroes in there. I think we swapped this actually up front. I'm trying to think how we did this last time to take out, because I know we put in her as well. We'll go ahead and we'll follow. Again, not paying much attention to this. I really want to have the conversations with you guys, which is awesome. I've been building heroes a little too random. I think I need to start focusing on specific team comps. Yes, Levi, absolutely. It makes a huge difference, guys. When you plan what you're building in AFK Arena, it makes a absolutely huge difference with the heroes that you're going to get. The heroes you're building, again, it makes a really big difference. To get the heroes built in a specific order, you have to be very, very conscious about it. Let's swap out these guys, and we can take out Kelthar pretty quick. Or not Kelthar, Skarath. And again, I know some of this is just a little RNG. I don't even know what he was attacking there. But we can also remember, you can go to stage info, you can look at the gold, see what they used. Just go and pull a quick copy. It looks like it was Lucretia on this one for the gold one. Then it makes it really easy because you can swap down your formations. And of course, there it was, guys. Gwen right in the middle, which Lucy just goes kind of crazy in there. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, Chris. I would love to see that. The Island of Gold, and there we go. Being a permanent feature. I gained a ton of levels out of the Isle of Gold, guys. Many of you know on here I went full defense. It seemed like going defense or going with complete plants to kill out the heroes didn't make a difference. There was no difference that I found kind of between the two when it came to the Isle of Gold. I thought it would be cool to try the defense, but like I said, it didn't matter at all. This one is back to the Maulers. And again, I just use Eins as my carry in here because he is just a monster, guys. He's so tough to kill. Oh, thank you, Abdullah. Hyatt, my Mythic Kelthar is going to get the job done. Yeah, Kelthar does work very well. What's going on, Mark? Auto clicker for Thorn and Lucy is the way to go. I don't like the auto clicker. That's why a lot of players will say, you should be a lot farther in here. You should be a lot farther. I don't macro anything on here. I don't even macro the tower. I go through here and I do it all. So we need Pharrell and Estrilda. So let's drop in Pharrell. We'll drop in Estrilda in here. There she is. So we got both those, which is good. We can throw in our big boy Arthur, and we'll go with Merlin. That should work. Yeah, the new Lightbearer hero, guys, is definitely one we've been waiting for. It had been a considerable amount of time since we had a decent Lightbearer hero, and finally we do. Finally, we do have a hero. The new Lightbearer, Maro, is very strong, guys. It's a hero that you do want to build just because of the strength. He does bring quite a bit. Khazard has a very profitable engraving of plus 30. What is a Sheen Evil? Because I don't have Khazard built either, which is another hero that I could definitely build here in the future. There's just a lot. And that's really the big thing here, guys, is there's a lot to build. There's a lot to build. There's a lot of heroes when you add in signature items, when you add in engraving, when you start adding into everything else we have in this game. There's a lot to build heroes now. Honestly, there is a lot. Building Eins, building Albedo, building Arthur, Lucretia, building out Ulna building out so many different heroes that you can build in here. And then you add the engraving system on there on top. Gets kind of crazy. What's going on, Hills? Thank you for joining us. I can't beat every battle on the campaign stage except the 4th battle. That's where it gets kind of dicey, Brian. When you start getting to the 4th team, when you start getting to the 5th team, a lot of players run out of heroes. Honestly, that's really the big thing. A lot of players do start running out of heroes when you start getting deep into the 4th battle within the campaign stages, which is completely by design. That is exactly how Lilith, exactly how they designed it. What should I go next, Moriel or Zafriel? Silent Killer, looking at the guides, looking at all the information we get, most people say Zafriel. So that's what I've heard is Zafriel. Moriel, though, you do use in the Twisted Realm. So it's kind of an either or. Zafriel, I don't have built. He is another hero I have never built. See you later, Javid. Have a good day. I know you've been traveling a lot. I hope all is well with you, Javid, and everything is going well. He's been traveling for a significant amount of time, for quite a while now, guys. The only hero is left for the Celestials. I would go with Zafriel. Honestly, between there, I would go with Zafriel, just because of the tier list. I really rely on AFK Artie and a couple other players that always have the tier list and always have kind of the breakdown of the tier list and who you're looking to build, which order to build them. They take in account a ton of the specs, the mechanics. A lot of different things are taken into account when you're building out heroes, and Zafriel has been the way to go. I know Sheen Evil said the same, was building out Zafriel. So that's what we've been doing. We've been building out Zafriel for a little bit now. So 3 more stages built in there. And look at that, for as long as this is up, we've only been about 25 minutes. It actually goes through here relatively quick. The rewards you get in here are crazy. We're at stage 16 now. But like I said, the rewards you get in here are absolutely amazing, guys. I really make sure out of anything that you're running, run the Misty Valley, complete the Misty Valley, guys. It makes a big difference. What's going on, Sohan? Thank you for joining us for the stream. I have 900 red chests saved up for the new heroes. Very nice, Hills. That is a lot of red chests. Who should I go for the Challenger store? Honestly, the Challenger store, a lot of people go for Aziz. Aziz is not really used as much as he has been in the past. We've seen a lot of, so we need Taylene and we need Tayley in here. So let's see, let's drop in, I think we have her, and then we need Taylene, which will work. See, we already got, there we go. So we can go back and finish that. Not sure who gave us Fear. I figured one of those 3 from my guildies were online. So we need Taylene in here. Then you know what? We'll throw in a giant wall. Why not? Yeah, Merlin isn't going to be there for a bit. I haven't seen him in there. I'm not sure if he's in there yet. Aziz has been the hero to build, but a lot of people have relied on building Zolrath. So we've seen a lot of Zolrath in there. We've also seen a lot of Athalia built in there. It's kind of difficult who to build because we have so many heroes in there now. If you don't have Merlin, absolutely I would do Merlin. Khazard's E330 gives you more freeze for... Yeah, that is awesome, Sheen Evil. Absolutely. If you're looking to... Khazard Engraving might be something to look at. I don't have him at 1 star yet. That's the reason I can't see it right now. But very soon we'll have him built up a little bit higher. So Maulers on this one. Yeah, just like what Sheen Evil said there. Zolrath seems to be the really strong one that players are building. A lot of players are are building out Zolrath. All heroes in formation must be the same class. That one we usually just go with support. Support's usually the easy one here, especially with a little bit of crowd control there. And we'll go with the formation. Go with this formation. We'll see if we can have Taylene actually work before she dies. A lot of crowd control in here, though. I just hit 4-stage battles. Now I'm stuck on my Flora stage. Elijah, yes. The Flora stages are super tough. Zolrath does make them easier, but Zolrath is a good counter. I know Estrilda, if the Flora is on the front line, can be a good counter. The Lucy comp, so if you don't have anything else, a lot of people are running the Lucretia comp in there, just because a lot of times she can burn out heroes before to bring Flora down. Me personally, when it came to that Flora stage, I used the Ainz comp. So I did run the Ainz comp. Works very well. I did use the Ainz team comp, and we also utilized the Thorn Cheese. Am I using the Thorn Cheese more often? I am for specific stages. Santino, I have used it for specific stages, just because it works exceptionally well. How do you unlock the Misty Valley? It is campaign progression. Not 100% sure what stage it is, David, but it is campaign progression. I think it's around, I want to say it's later. It's like 24, or it's somewhere around there. It is later in the progression that the Misty Valley unlocks. It is quite a bit, like I said, it is quite a bit later in the formation when you do get to unlock the Misty Valley. I didn't realize it was live. Yeah, so I bought Merlin. You guys know I run 8. That is right, guys. We have 8 accounts. All 8 accounts have Merlin, so I think that's the reason I'm not seeing him in the shop, is because I'm not sure if he's replaced with something else. But I have him on all the accounts. So no Rangers, no Mages. So I think this one we can do the same. No Rangers, no Mages. We can probably just do support in here again. A little bit of crowd control. Yeah, we'll just go with the support. Support team works well. It's kind of hard to kill a support team because we have multiple forms of crowd control. We have multiple forms of healing. And even then, a lot of the enemy team just kind of chills. And Taylene just rains down on them. I need 1 copy to get Aziz to Mythic. Should I switch? Yes, I would, Milo, just because Aziz at Mythic will perform very well. He's not a hero that you're going to have to build up all the way until you get further, depending where you are. Athalia is a hero that, since the utilization within the Celestial Tower, she is good to build out there. Zolrath is good to build out there. Athalia is good to build. There's a lot of heroes in there that it just takes time in the Challenger store, but they are really good to build. Saved a ton of resource for a big opening to do with my friend. If you'd send you my account data, would you look over my account and give me tips what I should focus on? Sure, Melvin. I don't even need the account info. If you want to hit me up on Discord, you can send me some screenshots and I can look at those. It's pretty, I can look through there and see exactly what I would focus on building for some screenshots versus going in there myself. It just makes it easier. And I think here we needed, was it Graveborn? We're already back to the Graveborns, guys. The Misty Valley is almost done. We'll have to swing back around, pick up that very last stage that we missed, and the formations will be good. So it's chapter 17. Thank you, Hills. I don't remember right offhand, but it is 17. So once you get into 17, it'll unlock the Misty Valley. When you unlock the Misty Valley, it's very hard to get through there. It does take, it's some tough battles when you first unlock the Misty Valley. I know it's based on your player level, your power, but it does take my pay to win account or my free to play account couldn't get through here when I first unlocked it. It took quite a bit longer. What's going on, Wope? I just did the Greyborn Tower and got 2 Elite Hero Soul Stones, and out of them I got Zolrath. That is awesome, Brian. That is what we want. So we'll review the rewards in here in just a minute. And the big thing is get the Elite Stones, guys. The Elite Stones always have the possibility of dropping Celestials and Hypogen heroes, which is the reason why I really focus on building up or getting all the Elite Stones. Everything that I do, I get the Elite Stones. Even with the summons, I get the Elite Stones because of the probability to get the heroes out of there. All right, so we'll pick up these. And a big shout out to Fear Isaac. He did drop me over a Titus, so we have one to use, which is awesome. So I think we have one stage back here that required Titus. There we go, stage 8. So we had Titus and Rowan. So we'll drop Rowan in here, and we will drop Titus in here. There we go, guys. There is the stationary wall. he is a pretty unique hero. Not one that I'm going to build anytime soon, but very cool. Again, big shout out to Isaac on that one for lending me the hero. Very cool to see. So we hop in here. I believe that is all of them. Stage 20 we can teleport to, and our final one. I just got Tailene Ascendant. Any team comp tips? Tailene is a hero that will fit into a lot of different formations as a support hero. I like using Tailene against heroes that are very high burst. So when you look at heroes like Athalia, I put Tailene opposed to her. Anything that is going to kill her pretty quickly because she comes back really, really fast. Honestly, she does come back very quickly. And there we go, guys. There is the stage, the rewards. So we need essence out of here. Diamonds you get every day. Guild coins you get. Get the tree juice. Elite stones, always pick up the elite stones, guys. This could be a Celestial or a Hypogen hero out of here, which is awesome. Red chests are far more rare than anything else here. Same with our emblems. You get Poke coins every day. You get these every 2 days. When it comes to these engraving mats, you're not going to be getting these on a regular basis. So definitely picking these up. Tier 3 stones and then the hero choice. So perfect, guys. Look at the loot there. 3 elite heroes guaranteed. 40 red chests. 300 are engraving emblems. Got a copy of Hodgkin, so we need 2 more copies. And Hodgkin will be done, which is awesome, guys. This place gives a crazy amount of loot out of here, which is exactly what we wanted. So here we have our second copy of Hodgkin. So we need 2 more. That is right, guys. Only 2 more copies and it will be done. And there we go. Fear did loan us out. So we can hop over here. We can cancel. I think it cancels the rest. Yep. So there we go. We got our Titus that we needed. All right. So now for the summons, guys. This is where it comes in. Favorite hero, favorite faction. Honestly, favorite hero, guys, has always been and will still always be Rowan. Most of you know when Rowan was released, I went from chapter 18, which was my only account, all the way up to 22 or 23. Rowan carried me at Elite or Elite Plus. Absolutely just destroyed it with Rowan. He was the hero that was really broken from the beginning. You've never stopped using him. So you've really never stopped using him, which is cool. I used your invitation code in the test server, gave you 15 draws. See, I didn't get anything from it, Jay. I wondered about that. I tried to use the code. I sent out the code to Facebook. I sent out the code to Twitter. Didn't get anything back for any of the accounts. I don't know. I never got any notification that anything was done. Does Maro's Furniture work with Khazard's 30 signature item? Because if that worked, it would be a lot of CC. I believe it does. I believe it does. You thought to do a live an overview of viewers' accounts or account screens? I thought about it, Sheen Evil. I might in the future. A lot of people have wanted me to do like the box reviews. So putting up screenshots in Discord, whatever it may be, and how I would build them. It might be something I could do in the future. Again, we've talked about it a couple times. Can Hodge replace Grez in the Alna Greyborn comp? Joshua, I haven't seen Hodgkin replacing Grez. I've seen Hodgkin working with Grez, which is awesome. I have actually seen it working very well with Grez. So they've actually been running the Alna Grez team comp, and they've been running it in here with Hodgkin. So I've seen a couple different formations. We've seen Oden like this, and I've seen Hodgkin down here in the bottom because he is going to buff the front heroes. I've also seen a couple different formations where instead of Silas, they've ran Desira, or even instead of Oden, they've run Pharrell. There's been a couple different formations in here that has paired them well. What this allows you to do essentially is drop out Damon. So by dropping out Damon, Damon can go into a couple different team comps. It can really work well with Oden, with Thorin, with Silas, or with Desira. You can build essentially almost 2 Graveborn teams with dropping Hodgkin out. So it really, was very nice to see his addition, because a lot of players, like I said, have dropped or added him in here because of the buffs he brings. And that's where the crowd control buff that he brings, the CC he brings, we've seen this change up some of the formations. All right, guys, so let's go ahead. We are going to pop open our stones. And like I was saying, out of here, guys, look at that. 15,000 hero essence, 59 million EXP, which means we're going to have a ton more to use. We also got some more twisted essence, so we can gain another level in there. And look at that. 20 rare stones, guys, just out of there. We got 20 rare stones out of the Misty Valley. So that is a ton of food. But in turn, we have 22 elite heroes, guys. That is right. We are going to get 22 elite heroes right here. I've been saving these stones up, and boom, there we go. So let's see if we got anyone good. No Celestials or Hypogens. We got an Oden, we got Gwen, so we already have them built. A lot of food in there. We got Cecilia, we got Rowan, we got Grez. So overall, not too bad. Another copy of Walker. No copies of Morrow. No Hodgkin, no Morrow. So unfortunately, not the best summons there, but definitely not too bad. Great stream as always. I have a question for a new player. Any point I build Brutus past E+. Honestly, Devon, a lot of players do. As you get further, he does have a little bit of usability. Most players will just leave him at E+ for the immunity wall. As you do get further, I mean, the plus 20 signature item helps because the last gasp is extended, which is why players go to the plus 20. And then also here, last gasp is extended. That is why a lot of players build him a little bit earlier, is just to extend the immunity. So you do get a couple extra seconds. Where you're at, I would just leave them where you're at. It'll take a little bit. I mean, even now, I'm in 37 and I utilize him just with this plus 20 signature item with no furniture, and he does well. It's exactly where I leave him right now. So let's see, guys. So that gives us a couple more heroes. Let's see who we get to build out a little bit more. One more, and Falks will be done. We're getting a lot of these heroes to 5 stars, guys. There is our legendary Walker. Didn't get any copies of Morrow. So Morrow we're still going to be building in here. Skarath we add 1 more star to. And I think we had 1 more. Maybe that was it. So we got a lot of food. All right, so let's do a couple summons in here, guys. 2 copies of our boy right there, Hodgkin. We're going to go ahead and I'm going to do all of the other summons that we have first with our companion points. I want to try to save those last 2 desired hero summons out there. It is completely live, Stuart. I don't understand why I can't beat the bat on my deficiency. A lot of times, Brian, with the deficiency, try putting in either 1, more damage, or 2, putting in a lot more crowd control. Honestly, those are 2 of the biggest things that can help you with the campaign progression. Is either the opposing team has too much damage, you're dying out too quick. In that case, add more crowd control. which there we go, guys. An elite card, which is Desira. Very nice. We don't have her maxed out as of right now. Couple more rare cards. And we have one regular summon. I'm hoping for a copy of Hodgkin. A little bit more food. We don't have any more summons. All right, so we'll pull the 2 copies out of here, which would be awesome. And then it is off to the Stargazer. Can you show us what to buy every day to get EXP and dust to level faster? Crack and Crunch, I can. Yep, we can take a look at that in just a minute. So let's do our couple summons here. 20,000 diamonds over the last week. We need 2 more copies and he'll be done, guys, which would be awesome. And a double copy. That saves us a ton of diamonds. Very nice double desired hero pull, which brings us to maxed. So that will take him up to built, and that actually maxes out Desira as well. A lot more food. So there we go. So Desira goes to 5 stars, guys, completely maxed out. Hodgkin goes to Ascended, just like that. Now we got Morrow. Now we can build out Morrow. All of this food is just that. These are all extra food. That is really all that we have. There he is, guys. Very cool looking avatar, guys. That one of probably my favorites that we got in here. So we can actually add it in right here. Where is he at? There it is, guys. Very cool. Yep, live stream. We're going to do chapter 37 next time. We'll actually go through and do quite a few more, hopefully a couple more stages in there. So Desira we will drop out, but I believe we have Hodgkin. We have stars there for Torn. And that's it. So we're going to drop Vden in here. And that's really it, guys. A couple more stars. And we already have Sylvana in there. We have Naru in there. We have Vden in there. Even here, we already have Ogi. We have Ira in here. We do need quite a few Maulers. And then in here, need quite a few more stars to Lightbearers. And that'll be it, guys, which would be awesome. Are there any requirements for the Thorin cheese? So Jesus, go to my channel. I don't know if you're subbed. Go to the channel and look. I think like 2 days ago, I did a video. It's about 8 minutes long. About the Thorin cheese comp, when it's going to work, what you have to use it with. It really broke it down because you can cheese the Thorin team comp if you have a 5-star Duras call. If not, you do have to change it up a little bit. Is it worth giving Damon the plus 30? Essentially, Stuart, it will be in time. The plus 20 for Damon will work until you get to a certain point. And you know what, guys? At this point, I'm thinking with the engraving system, I am going to do some summons for Lucretia. I know we are looking for Zafriel out of here, but I want to pick up copies to get her engraved. So I've gotten to the point where Ainz should be, I think, at 60. So we did Flora to 60, and then Ainz, I believe, is going to be on 60 as well, at 59 right now. So we have 1 star in here. We'll go ahead and level that up. There we go, guys. So Ainz is at 60 as well. Boom, breaking out that ability, giving him 5 red stars, increasing his power. So now we're going to look for Lucretia. Again, big thing is we do want to get 2 copies of her so we can take her up to engraving. So we can start engraving there. So we got 2 pulls with cards, 2 pulls with diamonds. We just need 2 copies. So 2, 2, and 2 on this one. So I'm hoping we can get, which there's a Mauler card. Not too bad with that one. Pull number 2, just some more resources. We're going to save some diamonds for some pulls. First copy of Lucretia, guys. So there is 1 down and a Graveborn hero. Very nice. We need 1. 1 more copy, and we only have 1 pull left. There it is, guys. It is, oh, we did not get a copy. That's okay, though. Very close. So we are 1 single copy because I don't think we had another one. I think we just have the single. So very close. So we need 1 copy of her. I also did take Zolrath to a plus 30 signature item. So we got this completely maxed out, which is very nice to see. Then we have the Oak in, guys. Yeah, I love doing the live stream, Jay. It is it's very cool to be able to communicate and talk to you guys. Are you still seeing that Silas is better than Desira? Yes. Big thing with Silas versus Desira is he brings the attack rating boost. That is what a lot of players are looking at. Desira is a little bit slower to heal when it comes to the campaign, but most players are using Silas for the buff out of there. Which Celestial did I choose from the Hero's Chest? I believe on here I chose Zafriel. I think I knew we were building Zafriel. We chose Zafriel. So we are going to build Zafriel. We're building Athalia. I want to build out Zolrath. Zolrath I've never built. Just like a couple heroes, guys. Mizoth I have never built. Zafriel I have never built. So ultimately, I want to build a couple. Athalia I have on my main account that is built. But there are a couple Celestials and Hypogean heroes that I've never seen, that I've never built, that I absolutely want to. All right, so we got 57,000 Pokecoins, one card on the table. I think we had a couple that were pretty close. Nope, so there is, I think, we got to put Hodgkin in here. I want to say we have furniture already for Hodgkin. So let's go ahead. We'll drop him in here. I want to say we have one or two pieces to continue to build him out. We'll just go ahead and unlock his room. That way we can finish out the rest of these with just a couple diamonds. If you got time, just wait and do this. It's very minimal when it comes to the diamonds. But I want to say we already have maybe some pieces for him. No, maybe not. No, we don't have any for him, but that's okay. Prince of Persia, we got built in there. Entendre, we're building to 9 of 9. Same with Raku, same with Moriel. All of the heroes in here, guys, we are building, which is awesome. How do you get this? I don't have shops. What do you mean, what shop? I don't know if you mean the Whale Inn or the Oak Inn. You might not be far enough for the Oak Inn to be unlocked. And the frames, guys, where did I get the frame from? That is from the Abyssal Expedition. That is season 4 of the Abyssal Expedition. We actually have a couple different ones. This was season 2, season 3, season 4. And then the FHG account has my season 1 frame with casuals. We didn't get the season 1 frame on here because this account was not created. So when season 1 came out, we only had the FHG account. We did not have the pay to win account at that point. Why is it called the Thorin Cheese? Just because Thorin is the main hero and it's really cheesy how he can win the battle by himself. That's really the theory behind the Thorin Cheese. It is kind of cheesy how he can win the battle entirely by himself based on the damage he takes. It's always been the Thorin Cheese. As long as I played, even going way back to when we started AFK Arena, it's been the Thorin Cheese, which there is another piece for Taylor and double mythic, guys. So back-to-back mythic furniture. Prince of Persia in there as well. Prince of Persia 9 of 9 is very good. It actually gives him the ability to cheat death twice, which is great to see. Another piece for Taylor. I want to see how well Taylor does within the Mauler Tower. Absolutely want to see exactly how much damage she can do. There is a piece for Raku. Very nice. We need a lot more furniture on Raku. And I think we might hit 300 mythic pieces of furniture on here. We've made a lot of progression with this account, guys. It's kind of crazy to see. Another piece right there for Raku. So that gives us double, so that should take him to 5. Plus, we're going to get some red cards out of this. Thorin has been on this wish list forever for the mythic furniture. We usually don't pull Thorin pieces, which there's another Prince of Persia. 3 cards on the table. We'll go ahead. We'll equip these and then see exactly where we're at. Prince of Persia is at 7. So Thorin is still at 6. 6. Not too bad. Got 5 and 5 there. A couple more pulls. So I'm hoping we'll get one more red card out of here. Max out some of these heroes, guys, and just drop them out. Which there's a piece for Moriel. And I might do Moriel because I use her in the Twisted Realm. When it comes to Dark Namora, I do use Moriel, so she'd be one to max out sooner than later. In addition, I use her when it comes to the Celestial Tower. Another piece right there for Ezio. So that gives us 3 cards, which we might be able to pull one more out of there. We'll go through, we added all those up, so we'll sell these cards. We'll recycle what we're not using. I believe that is going to give us enough for one more pull here, guys. I was hoping it was going to be a mythic one, but just a legendary one. But that gave us 4 cards. So very nice, 4 cards. I believe Moriel 6, 7, 8, 9. So we use 3 cards here on Moriel. Max her out, so she will be done. And again, utilizing her within the Fabled Realm or the Twisted Realm, I definitely need her. My rating in there went down a ton. So we need one more card with her. And then she will be done. All right, so the final card I'm just going to leave on the table to see who we get to 9 of 9. There she is, guys, 9 of 9. Completely maxed out. Very cool. Plus 30 signature item, 9 of 9 furniture, which is where we need to maximize her damage in there. So we'll drop her out. We have a lot of 9 of 9 heroes already, guys. We're getting a lot. Pippa is really close. We could drop Pippa in there. We dropped out a lot of these heroes because we got the duplicate furniture. Since we don't have an issue with that anymore, we've been popping a lot of these back in to continue to build, which, you know what? We have Desire here too, but we're very close to maxing out a couple more in there, which is very cool. Hope you're having an awesome day. I just made the stream. Sorry, I'm late. Oh, very nice. Let me know, Stonecraft, exactly how well Mizoth does work. I don't have him built. Would you say it's more priority to get Ascended Morrow or Hodge? Insanity and that combination, I would probably go with Morrow because crowd control usually overpowers tanks by a lot. Usually you see a lot more viability out of your crowd control heroes versus the tanks. 298 mythic pieces, guys. We're getting a ton, almost 300 mythic pieces of furniture. So very cool to see. Raku 9 of 9 is not required. It's not required, but I do like using Raku. I know he is in the Twisted Realm. It does bring more stats when you're building him out, but I like it because I use him in the campaign. So I know it's not required, but I do use him in the campaign. So the ultimate ability is used an additional time if it did not kill an enemy. So you get an additional hit in there. Again, not really required, but will work well with him being built out. With me utilizing him in the campaign, that's the reason I really want to build him out there. I always thought it was called the Thorin cheese due to Thorin being a rat. Oh, no, not that I know of. Like I said, I think it's just really a cheesy way, and my thought is it's a cheesy way to play AFK Arena. People will use the Thorin cheese to go through 30 or 40 stages just out of the cheese. Honestly, just really cheesing it. Are we in 37? Yep, we're in 37. When we come back next week for the next live stream, we'll do more of the campaign push through 37. What's going on, guys? We got a brand new subscriber to the channel. Ahmed, thank you for joining us, subscribing to the channel. Yeah, we are close to 20,000 subs, guys. I believe within this week we'll be over, I think, 19,000. So we are definitely close to 20,000 subs. So if you're not subscribed to the channel, go ahead and sub to the channel, guys. All AFK Arena combat content. I'm not playing any more games right now, not playing any other games at this time. But this is the game that I absolutely love. How much of these resources are paid for? How long have you been saving to get these kind of numbers? I think that at this point it's been about a year. I think it's been over a year for this account. It does take a considerable amount of time to build. We do every event. We've maxed my events. Pay to win, since the engraving has come out, we haven't put anything in this account for, I believe it's been about a month. I'm not even sure with the Engraveyard how long it's been, but we have not put anything into this. It's just been sitting. We haven't put anything in, even the event. Everything we got from the event is just what we normally got from the event. It looks like Ember put a little bit in there, but we are exactly where we are. Free to play. Not really free to play on the account, but free to play for the event. And I'll be able to get some red chests out of here, or I can do a hero out of here, which I might get another copy of Alna. We already have her at 1 star, but I'll probably pick up a Thalia out of here. Ultimately, we're not putting anything else in here. What's going on, Poa? Good night. Have a great night. A couple more questions here, guys, and we will be done. Just want to say thank you for your videos. You got me into AFK Arena, and it's really helpful. Oh, you're absolutely welcome, guys. I love doing the videos. I love doing the guides. It is something that I'm very passionate about, and I love making the videos, doing the live streams, being able to converse and talk to other players of AFK Arena. It's not like my wife or my friends play AFK Arena, but it is very cool to be able to converse with you. Weird question, does the black hat wearing a fish hook emblem on it? Oh, Levi. So my black hat is from The Mandalorian. So if you guys watch Disney's Mandalorian, I absolutely love the show with Baby Yoda. It's not a fish hook. It is the Mudhorn emblem that he receives at the end of the first season. That is his signet or signet. Is the Mudhorn, which they give him at the end. So that hat is actually from Star Wars. Most of you know, just like games, I love the Marvel comics. I love Star Wars. Star Trek, a little bit more of Star Wars. But yep, Levi, that is the Mandalorian hat that is on there. That is the Mudhorn signet that he receives. I love my 9 of 9 Raku. Yes, absolutely. And Raku is similar to Kren. So when you're going through these towers, guys, looking at the Mauler Tower, this is a place where Kren super shines. He is absolutely phenomenal when it comes to the tower, which we see the exact same thing with the World Tree. In here, this is a place where you have a hero like Raku. That is awesome. Both of those heroes are a priority to build within their respective factions. Even when it comes to Lightbearer, now you're building Maro. Again, Mauler, you're building Kren. And here you're building Raku. And in the Graveborn, you're building pretty much all the Graveborn. They're a majority of the Graveborn heroes. Oden is really strong in here, but Daemon is strong, Thorin is strong, Grez is strong. The Graveborn is a faction that is pretty stacked when it comes to heroes because they possess a ton of strength out of there. So there's a couple heroes to really focus on building as you're going through and leveling up and going through the King's Tower. Check in the achievements. That's a good question. Adventure? Log into the game, so 467. So a little bit over a year old. Log into the game, 540 separate days. So there we go. So 365 days in a year. So we're about, what, a year and a couple months, 5 months maybe? There we go. So it is pretty close. Yeah, Lazarus, absolutely. Just build most of the Graveborn. It's really cool. Like I said, with the Graveborn are such a strong faction, which I wonder what medals we got in here. I think most of these are locked. This one, top 5 of the Hunting Field. Top 5 of the Heroes of Esperia. So we still got our Elite Pendant in there, which is awesome. I'll look up that emblem too. Thanks for all the help. Gonna make you... Oh, very cool, Levi. Which team works well and demands the least resources to work? Random Spawn, the easiest team by far. Most of you know it. The easiest team is Lucretia. Lucretia is a hero that is in a team by herself. You can even stack her in here with all level 1 heroes. We talked about this a little bit yesterday. She is a team by herself. So even if you stack level 1 heroes in here, even a couple other, This gives you the full hypogen buff, but she is very reliant on the other heroes dying. There we go. So that gives her a huge buff in there with the other heroes dying. When she's in a team, she can do it by herself. Really easy. The other easy team that is very self-sufficient is building out Ainz. Ainz with Albedo makes him stronger, but Ainz by himself will still work very well. His ultimate ability will just destroy campaign stages, but you also have to look outside of those stages. Both Lucretia and Ainz, Voyage of Wonder, the Peaks of Time adventure, the campaign, the Arcane Labyrinth, they will do awesome. Both of those teams will do phenomenal when it comes to all the other aspects of AFK Arena, even through the adventures, the Wandering Bloom, the Trials of God. Those two team comps, either running Lucretia or running Ainz, pretty much finished everything that's in here. Wandering Bloom, I ran the Ainz team comp through every single Wandering Bloom adventure. Was just the Ainz team comp. Ainz will ult, he kills almost all of the enemies, and that's pretty much it. It's game over when Ainz ults, which is, again, kind of crazy. How do you get Ainz? So if you don't have Ainz, you actually have to go into the Friends tab, garrison the unit. You have to buy the dimensional stones. When you have 100 dimensional stones, you can exchange that for Ainz. That is the only way to get Ainz, Luke. As of right now, this is the only way you can get him. They are not bringing him back. So they have said that the dimensional heroes, they're not going to bring back, but you can get them through this garrison. So you can borrow Ainz, or you can get Ainz, you can get Albedo through the exchange that they have within the garrison hero. About the same as your pay to win account. I've been playing 850 days. So this is the account I like to follow best. Attempting to say, yeah, very nice, Lazarus. Yeah, we'll do some solid progression. The big thing with progression on here is, one, I do not macro anything on here. We don't macro the tower. We don't macro the campaign. And I only do progression on here. The only time that you'll see these stages change is when I'm recording it or when I am live streaming it. So we might push this once a week, which is the reason why our levels get a little bit higher, because we're not pushing this, the 5-6 days during the week. We're saving this specifically for the live streams. So as we progress through here, it is going to be when we live stream our progression in here. So right now we just save, we build up all of our resources, build up the red chest, the engraving mats, the heroes, until we do a campaign push, making a couple stages every time we do the stream, guys. All right, what currency is best to use for dimensional stones? Really depends on where you're at. If you have quite a bit of gear, guild coins are really easy to get every single day from the guild bosses. If you're buying Arthur and if you're buying your copies of Wukong, the rest of the Labyrinth tokens can be used in here, or you can use red chests. I use a variety of these. Guild coins for me right now are the easiest because I have a majority of the gear. If you're still short, looking for tier stones, looking for gear, it's just kind of a exchange between them all, guys. Honestly, that's really the big thing between there, is the exchange between those all. So guys, that will do it for our live stream for today. Like I said at the beginning, I will be on vacation for the next week, guys. So if you're responding, if you're commenting to the YouTube videos, everything of that nature, I will be gone for the next week. So I won't have that much time to respond. Wall of Legends, we're number 3 when it comes to the tower, still making progression there. Number 6 here, which it looks like they're pretty close into 37. So when we make our next push in 37, we should be able to get at least to probably the top 3 in there. So very cool, guys. Like I said, I got a couple videos that are just posted to go up. If there's any massive changes in AFK Arena, I might hop on and be able to do a little bit. But again, guys, thank you guys for joining me for the stream tonight. Hello from Lebanon again. Thank you guys for joining me. Have a great week, guys. Continue to push progression in the campaign, in the towers, and also when it comes to the events. It is very cool to see. So guys, Thank you for all the love and support. Go ahead and sub to the channel. We are almost to 20,000 subscribers. We are definitely getting there. And as always, guys, thank you for watching.